And we're here!
Yeah.
Hello everybody. It is Sunday. It is Some Other Heroes Day. Welcome. We are queer Dungeoneers gathered together to play a little adventure of Dungeons and Dragons homebrew, set in a world of skyships and floating islands and deep mysteries and strange magics. My name is Chris. I use he, him pronouns, and I have the honour and joy of being the Dungeon Master and main storyteller for this ongoing campaign. With me are my three regular players, and today I'm gonna start with Wayne.
Well, hello everyone. I am Wayne, my pronouns are he, him, and I shall be playing the Dragonborn Rock today.
Say the line. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, you didn't do a Dr. Nick.
I know. Today I
uh,
should be playing a grown-up.
Never. It's lies.
Ew. Gross.
Lies, yeah.
Yeah.
Not true. I don't know how to play a grown-up, apparently.
No, none of us
No.
do.
Anyway, welcome
Theo.
everyone to our little home.
Theo, you look like you have dressed up for the season. Would you like to go next, please?
Hello. Yes, it is the 1st of October, so it's spooky season officially.
Happy spooky
it's
season.
always spooky season, really, if you try hard enough.
Yeah.
It's always spooky season if you scare people enough.
Yep.
I am Theo. I use they them pronouns, and I will be playing the awkward half-elf wizard Eugene.
Amazing. And last but not least, Charlie.
What? Hello, I'm Charlie. I use she, her, and I am playing my satyr slash little seasoning of sorcerer warlock, Aisling, who is adorable and I love.
Amazing. Just a quick heads up. Wayne and I have a slightly different setup this week. It's been a few technical changes. We're going to see. So if anything happens during the stream, because it is want to happen in a Some Other Hero stream, just bear with us whilst we fix whatever's gone wrong. It won't take us long, we hope. But it's
You may notice a bit more bouncing around and gesticulation.
I
from
don't
that
know what you mean.
zone. Yeah. Oh god! How do I block my own stream?
So sorry, everyone.
You're not, and I'm not. But no.
I
But yeah, just to bear with us if anything technical goes a bit weird, we will endeavour to get it all set up as quickly as possible. We have a few quick announcements. The first thing is we'd like to thank our wonderful mods. We have two people in chat just out there giving us a hand, keeping an eye on things and keeping things safe. That is Michelle and Nikki, Feline Trickster and Bespectacled Man, respectively. They are lovely people. They're just there to keep you safe. If you spot anything that we've missed, please just let them know, and they will hit it with a banhammer. Yes, or rockets today.
Man rocket.
Man rockets, yeah.
Feline man and bespectacled trickster.
Thanks, Wayne.
Don't know how I feel about them. I don't trust those two. Block them.
We would also like to shout out some of our friends. The first one is going to be today Goblets and Gays, fellow queer Dungeoneers who play Pathfinder 2nd Edition podcast over at Stateside. They're lovely, lovely people. We like them a lot, and we think you will too. So just pop over and have a look at what they are doing. Second shout out is to our fellow Norfolk-based TTRPGers and longtime friends, the amazing Dice and a Slice. Do you like cake? Do you like Dungeons and Dragons? Well, we think you should like those things together with our friends.
I'm
They
eating
have
baked goods right now
Exactly.
in honour of Dyson Slice.
practically, the same thing. These wonderful people are playing a homebrew game of maritime piratical adventures where they are uncovering a conspiracy to overthrow the gods. It's been absolutely amazing. They've got a new episode probably dropping this week. Go and check them out. Wonderful people. We love what they do, and we love sharing this space with them. Hedge is here, and that means Misadventurers League are here. They are taking a much-deserved couple of weeks off, and then they will be rejoining us with a kind of a new thing. I don't think I've seen before. Kids in Space. Go and watch him, Hedge and a wonderful cast of people play teenagers heading into space on a unexpected adventure. It should be chaotic and fun and hilarious.
Such a good idea.
Yeah.
Such a good idea.
Watch everybody just bring up their old teen drama for the giggles.
Yes. Evanescence playing constantly.
Yes. Oh, I look forward to hearing a ship name. That will be good. Cool. We have one more announcement. I don't know if you all noticed, but it is October. And that means it's spooky season. And we like to get into the spirit of that. So we have a special Halloween one-shot on Halloween night itself. I can tell you a little bit about what we're going to be doing. We are going to be playing a game called Call of Cthulhu, a strange blend of the film Clue and the Cthulhu mythos. Come and join us for something that is going to be wacky hijinks with special guests. As it's going to be hilariously silly and campy and spooky at the same time. And
Covered in eyeliner.
Very much looking forward to running you all through the ideas I've got wobbling in my head. We won't be... Sorry? Go on, Wayne.
No, I was just going to say, in celebration of Spooky Month, I have to tell everyone my favorite October joke so that I can watch Chris's eyes roll back into his head so badly that he hurts himself.
Wait, give me a minute. Okay. All right.
Okay. So, what's the scariest plant in the forest?
What is the scariest plant in the forest?
Bamboo! I am so pleased that I've entered my dad joke era.
Wayne is embracing his dad joke era, and it's horrible. I will be honest, it's the worst thing that's happened to our relationship.
Happy place. Happy place.
Happy everyone.
Happy October, everybody. Happy spooky season.
Happy spooky season.
Yes.
Best season.
We the weekend before Halloween, we will be taking a week off to just give ourselves some space, and because some people are down at the wonderful and exciting MCM.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
It is indeed.
You've had a busy week, bud. You don't need to
Yeah.
keep these brain cells don't need to be firing.
Right. I think that's everything. Have I missed anything? Nope. No. In which case, without further ado, we shall drop the titles.
That's a good point.
And we're
yeah.
back. Previously on Some Other Heroes, our friends have been helping Eugene finish his harrowing. Visiting the city of New Doan, Eugene has been successful in completing the test that allows him to take the title High Mage,
Completely different.
accessing 6 circle spells and above. Not a master entirely, but recognized for his power and potency. There has been a lot
Potent
of...
boy.
Nailed it!
He's like the opposite of a potent boy.
There has been a lot of family catching up, learning a lot about his history, engaging with some conspiracies around the city, most of which seem to be tripped by our favourite Dragonborn, Rock. Some more wisdom and a journey to the land of dust and shadows, unexpectedly, and fighting in a war they didn't even know was happening.
Oops.
At the end of it all, they have earned some rest and respite, had a chance to collect themselves and gather themselves, ready for what is coming, a meeting with the Eternal Court, only to have their night's rest interrupted by alarms and heavy footfalls. Ushered into the library of the Zilman estate, they found their Eugene's grandpère, Aramis Zilman, leant over the smoking body of their friend, Skia.
Skia! You're looking
she's just
good.
lying. She's just lying in the hallway like that.
Oh, we all went in very different directions of smoking, and that makes me very happy.
Dear. So, it is tense in this room. Taletta looks like she's about to let off a spell to finish off the tiefling.
I've to let her off a spell, am I right?
See what you started,
hey,
Wayne.
Wayne got to do one, so I get to do one.
Dear. Taletta looks tense, like she wants to defend her home and her family. Stadia is calming her down, talking reason to her. There are guards all around, voices talking loudly. Aramis reaches out and grabs Rock by the hand and pulls him in close as he stands away. Seems, my boy, we have some questions about this person.
Okay, we know them. She's a friend, she's an ally. I'm not entirely sure what she's doing here, but well, I mean, at the moment she's kind of lying on the floor. But I am. This is a surprise to us, but she is. I can absolutely guarantee she is an ally and a friend, despite having just broken into your home.
He nods to one of the guards, and several of the people just pull back, giving you more space. Taletta, my darling, let me handle this with the Chosen, and I will catch you up as quickly as I can. If that person means harm to my family, I don't think they do.
They don't.
No, I'm sure they don't.
I don't know
Yeah,
why.
she's cool. She's
here,
cool.
but she wouldn't hurt us.
I would stake my reputation on this. She means
Just don't
no
look
harm.
at the knives, and it's fine.
Oh, that was helpful.
Well done. Yes.
I just woke up, kind of. Shush.
Yeah, can I have?
First off, can I have a group persuasion check from you?
Yeah.
Mine clearly gets advantage because I did a really good job of persuading them.
Hide all her nices, Michelle. We'll just throw a blanket over her. That'll do it.
Yeah.
We don't have time
Oh.
for that, Michelle.
I have quite good persuasion. I keep forgetting that. It's an 18.
18?
I got a 19.
Nice.
Whoa! Charismatic.
Not at all.
Come on, Bard boy.
Yeah.
I rolled badly, so I only got 24.
You bitch.
It's the one thing I can do well.
Taletta looks at the three of you, and her jaw clenches, and then her face softens a bit as she grabs her partner's hand. Just keep them safe as well. Of course, of course. They lean in and give her a kiss. And she and your aunt kind of guide most of the guards, not all of them. Some of the ones that seem to be higher ranking seem to be following Aramis's lead more directly, almost like a private guard. Stay close, but a respectful distance. As soon as Taletta's out of the room, Aramis turns and looks at you all. Right. Well,
What happened?
that is something we would like to know. She broke the wards, not only the wards around New Doan, but the specific wards we set around this library and our estate.
Cool.
I wonder, Eugene, if you would help me. Do you have Detect Magic prepared? Or...
I can ritually cast it. It will take 10 minutes, but I
I'd like your eyes on this as well. Rock, Aisling, do either of you know anything along those lines? Anything that allows you to detect the invisible or unusual?
There we
I
are.
think so.
Just checking.
Mm,
Not specifically. I can certainly check if there's anyone else around, perhaps, that's hidden.
Yes, I'd like to see if she came alone. That would be useful, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do-
definitely-
I can do perception or investigation, but yeah, I've got no magical stuff that I could use.
With the two of you, just check over everything, see that we haven't missed anything, and Eugene and I will track what magic brought her here.
Cool. I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts. And
Brilliant.
reach out to see if I can detect any sort of presences that are not visible to the eye or that are hidden behind something a little.
Make me a insight check with that spell up.
Okay, 18.
18. You can detect the thoughts around you. Aisling, Eugene, Aramis, the guards. You breathe a sigh of relief as you catch a sentience from Skia. She's still alive. And she's still capable of thought.
And with-
Although she is
with the spell,
unconscious at the moment.
I should be able to detect the presence of any thinking creature,
Yeah.
even if I can't see them. And they can be behind barriers, but not more than 2 feet of rock or 2 inches of metal.
The nice thing is, it does seem that the only people in the room are the people in the room.
Okay. I will just immediately sort of report back to him and just kind of say, as far as I can detect, there's nobody else. But I'll help Aisling look for any other information.
Actually, do you want to make an investigation or a perception check? Up to you which you choose.
Okay, I tried a perception check and it was only a 10.
Okay, I'll give you advantage because I'm
Okay,
not
awesome.
This will be
Okay.
the initial roll whilst you're walking
okay,
around
sorry.
detecting thoughts. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. If anything comes up again, you can give her advantage. That's no problem.
Okay.
You don't know. I mean, you've not actually been in this room yet. This is all a bit weird. So you don't really know what you're looking for, and there's a lot of books.
I know what them are.
Cool. Yeah. And ooh, that's interesting. No, nothing.
How did you so accurately capture Aisling's internal monologue?
Might have been doing this a while.
Ooh, never mind.
That's interesting. No, that's just another book, which just has a really nice picture on the spine. Eugene, you and your grandpair finish your preparations, complete the spells that you are ritually casting, and you can do me an Arcana check with advantage because your grandpair is basically looking for the same information as you, bouncing ideas off of you.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
27.
27. Wow, that's amazing.
I get +10 now.
Oh my god, +10.
Yeah, it's great.
Wild.
Between the two of you, you put together some of the elements. She came in via a teleportation spell. It broke through the wards. And you kind of get the tail end, and I think you know enough from watching your uncle use teleport now to know that the spell was incomplete. So she was literally just thrown with something at possibly you three. If she was focused on that at the time, you can't be certain until you can talk to her. What your grandpair finds through this, using what you locate, he's able to pinpoint the rough direction. North, far north, and distant. Further than Cloud's Curtain. Possibly over in the Empire itself.
Oh god.
There's something else. She's very lucky to survive. She got caught between Nudoan's wards and ours because we were not expecting her, so we couldn't lower them to allow her in. The only reason she survived is, despite her appearance, she is an elf.
What?
I beg pardon.
Despite being flames touched, she is an elf. She was born an elf. She's of elven lineage.
Okay. Would I be able to just see if maybe she has a note or anything on her that might be of use?
One of the reasons I waited for you so I could start this investigation is she said the name Revorcus as she crashed to the floor in front of your aunt and pushed this into her hands. And he pulls out this small metallic sphere and he hands it to Rock. I don't know what's going on here. It's a lot of questions. Someone is teleported in from the Empire, knows your name and has something for you, and it sounds like they were teleported in with desperation.
I mean, Skia obviously does know us, and actually, I know that she has some people she knows in the Empire, so it's not that unusual that she may be trying to find us. Do I recognize what the sphere is, Chris?
Make me a history check.
19.
Oh, that's good. Yes, there's something familiar about this. This is it's a sphere of histories. It is something the matriarchs in the Empire use to store information, and keep it safe. It's kind of like a recording of information. Memories
USB stick
are often stored in these things. Of
Yes,
conversations,
it's an external hard drive.
Yeah, of conversations, of text that's been seen. It's just the matriarchs capture as much as they can around the Empire. With that 19, this is older. This is an older one. This is a bit battered, tarnished around the edges. This one has not been kept as well, which is weird because you would have expected to be kept in the Imperial Library properly.
Okay. I think who is within earshot apart from Aisling, Eugene, and
Aramis? Grandfair. 3 guards, all of whom are just
okay.
kind of doing their duty.
May I use my telepathic ability to talk to Aisling, Eugene, and Aramis?
Yep, you knock and open the channel.
And I'm not going to necessarily sort of say very much, but I'm also not going to hide anything, and I'm just going to say to all 3 of them, I just thought it'd be safer to do it this way. I do know what the sphere is, and it usually has some kind of sort of message or information stored on it. It's from the Empire, but just feeling a little like we should be careful about who knows what this is right now. So, but I just wanted to let you know. And then I'm just going to say, yeah, I think I recognize this. Could I hold on to it?
I think that would be a good idea, at least until we can find out more about what your friend is doing here.
What exactly is? What kind of state is she in? Is there something we can do? Is she going to be all right? I mean,
Yeah, can we get some like medical attention?
She's
get her a
stable.
bowl of soup, maybe.
She's
Yeah.
been cut between 2 high powerful magics. Yeah, that chicken soup will solve it.
Yeah.
I will have her moved to a comfortable but secure location for now. I shall put my most trusted people on keeping an eye on her
I'm
until
sorry,
she can explain herself.
Will that location be here in the house?
Yes, she will not leave this house.
Okay.
Good.
However-
that's better. Thank you.
This might complicate things with the council tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to ask. Since the wards around New Doan were broken, does that mean that other people are going to be aware that
The
someone...
casters within the Emerald Guard and the Jade Guard will have noticed. So we will have some questions to answer tomorrow. We better have a long, well, this morning, technically. We better have some answers. I'm going to spin it this way. I think your friend got in trouble, which we do not know yet. I think she wanted to get to you because you are safe, but the spell she used did not recognize that she is coming into a protected area, and that is what happened. Because that is the truth.
Yeah, I would imagine, yes. Because otherwise, I do genuinely think Skia would have let us know that she was coming if it wasn't a sudden decision.
Yeah.
And I would know enough about Skia to know that she's probably not... It wasn't her that cast the spell.
She's never really used magic, anything like that.
Yeah.
I don't think she used natural magic when you saw her last. Much more akin to
The spell, is it something you can do by stabbing things?
It's just magic.
Sneaky wizards cast knife.
Yes.
What would you like us to do now?
Put your heads together. Think of any particular reason she might have come here so that we can head any problems off at the pass before it becomes a problem.
I could do one better than that. I think with Eugene's help, I know someone in the Empire that I could message and see if they have any idea why this may have
that was
occurred.
one of my thoughts.
Good idea.
Probably a good idea. Don't mention the orb. He's kind of very close to you all at the moment. Do not mention the orb at the moment.
You mean in
My-
the messaging as well? Or?
I don't know. But that is up for you and your allies, but do not mention it in this city for the time being.
Got it.
If
yeah.
there are Imperial secrets in that, people will gun for you. The chance of getting one up on our enemies.
I've just started to heal from the last stabbing. I think I've got
But that's the other thing as well.
No, definitely.
If this is in any way connected to everything else we've been facing since you arrived, we don't know. We won't know until, and unfortunately, it's not a case of simply healing her body. She will need to recover naturally. She's undergone quite a stressful situation.
Okay, well, if we can make that happen soon, because I am a little bit worried she's still on the floor.
I have sent for a friend who is a cleric. The guards will
Okay.
move her gently to somewhere safe.
I mean, she looks quite peaceful apart from
And just
like,
picturing
showering
us
and-
standing around having a conversation and she's bleeding on the floor.
She smells slightly smoking, to be fair. And it's kind
Okay.
of slowly. I think over
Then
the last 10 minutes, it's
cauterized,
kind of.
she's fine.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
fine. She's breathing.
Good. The
It's
bar
not
is
too.
so low.
It's not too ragged. She's better than Rock was when you'd finished that spell. So I think that's the bar you set by now.
What, dead?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. Yes, we'll try and find out some information.
Your aunt knows about the orb, but your grandmother does not at the moment. We felt it was best that she not knows that she has nothing she's hiding willingly. And I will fill her in once we know more about what's going on. Be aware.
If I can find out any information that may make it easier for us to not be hiding anything, I will share it. I promise. Fortunately, right now I'm at a loss to what this could be.
Right. And you better grab what little the rest of the night you can, even if it's just together. I will see you at breakfast.
I'm so sorry about this. I'm sure there is a perfectly reasonable explanation.
Well, I look forward to meeting her properly and finding out more.
She's cool.
I
You'll
imagine
like her.
she is. But Rock,
Yes, sorry again.
be safe.
Okay.
Be sure of who you're speaking to. Make sure you trust them with whatever this is.
Yep. No, that I'm fine with that.
Right, lads. We have some work to do. Let's see if we can get this our unexpected guest a nice, pleasant room with difficult places to just leave without letting us know how she's feeling. Shall we?
I mean, you'll never keep her if she wants to. Never mind. It's
And they gather her and they start moving out of the room. Quick, now go get some rest. You leave the library. There are 2 guards posted outside, and it doesn't look like they're going to let anybody in for the rest of the evening. The rest of the house has gone quiet, but there is that kind of like tenseness in the air. All the staff that are awake and moving around are all kind of looking at you, not badly, but differently. As if this is somehow your fault.
Oops.
Their safety has been disrupted.
Sorry.
Yeah. Have a lovely night. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay, so any ideas? Anyone have any
Well,
ideas
my
about why this happened?
First idea is that we should go somewhere where no one can overhear us. One of our rooms.
Would it be possible to use your aunt's office or something that has wards? Is that better? I don't know.
I can cast a spell that will stop anyone being able to hear us.
Good. Yep.
Okay.
Great. Oh, of course you are. I'm mage now.
I just don't want to be in my aunt's study without asking and.
Yeah.
No,
That's fair.
no, I didn't mean like break in and use it. I mean,
Well, no, and I'm
anyway.
also not sure we'd be able to get in without her, so we'll just go
Who-
to my room.
Yeah, that's good for me.
I just need a few
Um,
minutes, and I'll cast Private Sanctum.
So you go back to probably the room that you and Ashling have kind of built a fort in.
Hell yeah.
Would you like to describe how Private Sanctum looks as Eugene casts it?
Ooh, yeah, we've not seen this one yet.
I think so it takes about 10 minutes to cast. So I think Eugene just sits down on the ground and kind of closes his eyes and concentrates, and around where he's sitting a magic circle appears and like runes light up around him gradually, in purple obviously. And then
Gotta be thematic.
this kind of purple wave of magic kind of emanates across the ground out from this circle, and then slowly like moves up the walls as well, and then kind of ends with like a sort of comically sized lock on the door, and then it kind of fades. Yeah.
I love that.
Brilliant. Absolutely love
That's
that.
That's so pretty.
So now
Okay,
nothing can no divination spells can be can cross over, and nothing can teleport into or out of the room.
Could have used that on the house. Okay, so any ideas and any suggestions? I was thinking I should message my sister.
Yeah.
At least I know. Well, I'm pretty sure I know I can trust her completely.
Okay.
So I could do that.
Would she know?
Eugene, I don't know. Do you have to know the person to send message or?
I just have to hang on. Let me look at the spell wording. I think I just have to. A creature with which I am familiar.
Okay, so know of.
What that means exactly is.
So, how other games have played it? So, you either have to have met them or know enough about them to kind of what they look like and a little bit about who they are. Some games have got around it with pictures and other things as well.
I was thinking perhaps Sabina.
That's what I was going to suggest, but I mean,
Oh, you've seen Sabina?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah,
I don't
so
know
that's
that I've
enough.
ever spoken to her directly, but I've seen her a few times. So.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can tell you a little about her that I know, if that's helpful. But you have seen her, and she theoretically should know everything
Yeah.
that Skia is up to, and also, unless something has massively changed of late, she is somebody we can count on for discretion.
Okay, it sounds like it's worth a shot then.
Okay. Okay, so, and this is the one where I have to do it succinctly in 25 words?
Yeah, 25 words or less.
Okay, this could take some time.
About the
My
orb while
dearest
you're-
Sabina,
God,
how are you?
no questions.
We are experiencing a wonderful winter down here in Nudawan.
I do hope your mother is well. Anyway, on to more important things. What the actual fuck? Anyway, no, I'm sure we can work it out, but
about this orb,
Yes.
how do you know how to open it?
Yeah, what'd you do with it?
do I know how you open it?
No. Shall I
Could
tell
I-
you why
Wonderful.
you do not know how to open it?
Because I'm not a matriarch.
Because you are not a matriarch. Only the matriarchs know this secret. It is possible something that you can figure out between you, but it might take some time.
Could I cast Identify? Would that
Mhm.
help?
You can
Ashling's
try.
a girl
Then I
boss. Would
shall.
that help?
only if you gaslight it first.
And then gatekeep whatever I get.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Does Campbell class as a matriarch here?
No. It is something that she would have had. Your mother, of course, is a matriarch.
She's busy.
And you don't want to talk to her.
Nope.
Let's try Sabine first.
So
okay, yeah.
Can I cast Identify on it?
You can, yes. You ritual casting.
I might have to. Give me another 10 minutes, everyone.
All good. All good.
Would
What
it
time of
help
day
for
is
you
it
to
right
have-
now?
It's probably about 4 or 4:30 in the morning. Like it's
Ashling's
one of those
good,
things that
but
you guys did get a long rest technically, but you are gonna feel tired tomorrow. And I don't think, but the things like right now you're all adrenaline rushing, so
can I
you're
not
all like,
dissociate and carry on having my weird trance sleep? Just stand there and my eyes go slightly further apart.
You're just standing there and your eyes just slowly just going there.
Yeah.
Rob
having a-
turning around to ask Aisling something and be like that. Oh, Jesus.
I look like a fucking chameleon.
Just a little bit of dribble.
Yeah. Just chilling. Just go nap.
Eugene, would it help? I could give you some help if you need for this ritual. I don't know. Does it help? No.
No,
I mean, I know you're
it's-
a high mage now and everything. Sorry. You know,
Rock.
Well, it just takes 10 minutes because I have to cast it as a ritual because I don't actually.
Okay,
have
no,
the spell
not
prepared,
rushing you.
but
No.
It's just 10 minutes.
Okay, do you want to start?
Yeah. All right.
Doesn't Rock have a letter to write?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, figure out what you're going to use 25 words for.
Apparently.
Just carry on with your. I'm trying to write this down.
Oil machine.
So
Ashley's standing in the middle, like, how am I the chill one right
now? Eugene, you finish your ritual casting. The spell goes off. Your eyes change colour. And you focus in on this object. It tells you the following things. It is indeed magical. Its magic is a mixture of nope, school's gone out my head. It is a mixture of evocation and abjuration, which makes sense. It will not tell you how it opens, though. It is almost like the wards on it are specifically designed to stop you from being able to figure that out. But it's definitely magical. It's quite old. And it's, yeah, hard
I'm
to
just
break
going to
into.
say, I will just tell Eugene and Aisling if she's with us.
With you physically.
These are normally used by the matriarchs to store some kind of either a memory or message or an event, some kind of information that is something that only they want access to or something they want to keep as reference, but it is specifically from the matriarchs, so not sure why Skia would have it, and obviously I have no idea what's on it, and I also don't really know how to open it. I mean, I could try, but I would literally be just guessing.
Carve a look.
So
Oh, we're so good with puzzle boxes.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Puzzle ball is going to be fine.
Don't.
Doesn't even have corners to cut yourself on. It's great.
You haven't actually solved the puzzle box.
No,
Yeah,
but
so
I've
I'm
been
not
around it for a long time.
without being able
Osmose
to
the
open it.
information.
Yeah. Actually, just
Sure,
kind of wants to
um,
touch it. Should just sort of
I mean,
tap it and wobble it
I'll
around.
slowly give it to her to look at, but do that thing where I just hold on to it a little too long because I'm not sure I really want to give it to her.
God damn it. I'll just tap it and fart around with it. I'm not really going to do anything useful. Ashley just wanted to be nosy.
Ashlyn gets out her monocle.
Oh, yeah.
Which is actually just a kaleidoscope.
Yeah. It's one of those like diamond assessing ones, but it's a crazy kaleidoscope.
Roll me an investigation.
Kaleidoscope. Does that not get me advantage?
I
guess
can
you're something.
Give you... I can add my proficiency bonus to your skill check because you're
real?
within 15 feet of me. I'm imagining.
I went to the other end of the room. Okay, that's cool.
So you can have a +4
Oh,
because
nice. Okay, thank you.
I am proficient in investigating,
Yeah, you are. 16.
and my new staff does a thing.
Is that
The
one
head-
of the things that it does? That's so cool.
Head of the staff, as you do this, clicks and turns, almost like a mechanical object, and the stone just floats ever so slightly, and a purple aura surrounds Aisling for a second.
Ooh, should this be happening?
Oh, yeah. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm just sharing the knowledge that I have with you.
Oh, that's very cool. Okay, I'll carry on
So
poking
say
it.
you were to roll a number, you could theoretically
Hypothetically.
add 4. Yeah.
That's
To
how you
whatever that
chose to
number
do
is.
this.
Yeah. I got what did I say? 16.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is beyond you.
Yeah.
There are mechanisms and elements in it and runes scratched in it, but and you're like, these are just words. They
What
don't
words
really.
though?
All sorts of things, and you're fairly certain that some of them are deliberately placed to deceive or distract.
Oh, it's a bunch of gibberish.
It is strange, and every once in a while the words change.
Oh. Okay, she hates that, so she hands it back to Eugene. Yeah, I can't. Nah. There's loads of words on it, and they keep changing, and that's stressing me out. So.
Well done, though. I mean, it was great of you to try. Okay, so whenever you're ready, we can try and message Sabina.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm ready.
You ready?
Oh my
Okay.
God.
I love that. That is such a Eugene look. Oh yes, sure.
Okay then. Do I just like tell you and you tell them, or I don't know how it works.
You tell me what you're gonna say, and I'll
You'll repeat it.
pass
or
it on. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I can't cast the spell on you, so you're gonna have to tell me what you want to say.
Okay, good. Wait, hang on then. I just need to make one amendment then. Hang on. Hang on, wait, just one. Never mind. Okay.
Don't overthink it.
Oh no, too late. Wait, what if I? Can you send a second one if I mess this up, or like, can we sort of redo it?
Yes.
Okay.
Although
I
you'd
shouldn't
rather
start
save it for
this.
the inevitable question that's going to come back.
Yeah. You might want to
I'm-
be prepared for them to answer with a question, which will then require me to cast another spell.
Like,
But
who
technically,
is
I
this?
can cast it at a higher level, so we do have plenty of chances.
Okay.
You got loads of
okay.
credit.
No, this is good. Skia arrived in New Doan.
New Doan's one word.
Oh, yes, score. That means I can
hyphenated.
possibly tell her who this is.
Wait, if you
I've
hyphenated
lost count
everything,
again.
did you
Part-
say
part
tons
of
of
this-
stuff?
Part of the spell is that the person who hears the message knows who you are,
But they'll know who
so you don't
are.
have to use. Well, yeah, but they know that you're with me.
Got caller ID. Nice.
We would just right. Yes. Okay. Wait. We have to start again now. Damn it.
Hyphenate every
Okay.
word.
I don't.
What?
think
I'm
If
not
I say
sure
it
that's
really-
how that
language
works.
works.
If I just
But they
say
can still read it.
everything, if I just say everything as one long word, could
Yeah,
we
yeah,
then?
yeah.
Does that work? No.
No.
But then you can say loads.
Okay. Never mind. Okay. No, I'm ready. I am ready.
Ashley
I'm
goes
ready.
back
I
to
promise.
dissociating in the corner.
Oh, thank God for that. Okay. So Skia arrived in New Doan unexpectedly, alive but harmed by wards. God damn it! I've lost count.
10.
Okay. Any idea why? Particularly bad timing. Please advise. Rock.
That's 19. You have 6 words left if you wish them.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Out for a walk.
Could be major incident. Reply.
Got 1 word left.
Please reply.
Please.
Send Bobs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, please. Fine. Please reply.
Well done. That was 25 words exactly.
Hey!
By my count, and I'm the DM, so even if I counted wrong, it's right now. So
Yeah. So take that, maths
take that.
police.
Take that, maps.
Yeah.
The spell goes off. There is no immediate reply.
It's 4 in the fucking morning.
There is an entire possibility that she is asleep, but she will receive it when she wakes up.
Oh, got left undelivered, Rob.
Fuck.
Yeah, we may have to wait until the actual morning.
How many
What if we
slots you
send a
got? Can we just
second
spam
one?
her?
What if we send a second one and I just yell? Maybe that will you yell? Maybe that will wake her up.
All caps.
That's not how it works.
All caps, all hyphens.
Okay, I'm asking. Okay, that's fine. We can wait. We can wait.
If the person can't receive the message right now because they're asleep or unconscious or whatever, they'll get the message when they wake up. So
So like
it
an
won't
hour
matter
or
how many times we send it, or it's basically her brain's on do not disturb.
Okay. Well, I guess we wait.
My brain was on Do Not Disturb sometimes.
Ashley's brain is permanently on Do Not Disturb.
Or she's
She's what?
well, she might be dead. It's a
What?
reason
Why
that
would she
people
be
don't
dead?
reply. But I
Oh
don't
my
know.
god!
But I'm just saying it's a possibility, or she might be on another plane. Those are the other reasons that she might not get the message. Is just what I'm saying.
Rob,
But I'm sure
right, listen,
it's just
Rob,
because it's
4 in the
4:30 in the
morning.
morning, and she's asleep.
Okay, no, it's good
She's
to
just
be.
asleep.
It's good to know. Yeah. I wait. If you use these spell slots, does that mean you're not going to have them available tomorrow? After
Technically finish your long rest, so these are today's slots you're using.
Yeah. So
Okay, good. No,
I'd
wait,
rather we
okay.
didn't
Big fights.
send like 100 sending spells to someone who will get them all at once when they wake up.
No, I totally get that. I am happy.
But if you
for,
want to try sending a message to someone else, that's fine. I have plenty of spell slots.
No, do you know what? Let's wait.
Like if you wanted to message your sister, we could do that.
Well, I think let's wait to see if we hear from Sabine at a time that is likely that she is awake, and then we can, if we don't hear back from her, then I could perhaps message my sister.
Okay.
So we'll just wait.
Okay.
Or is there anyone else that, I guess we have got time to think of anyone else that you might.
I just think Sabine is the one that is most likely to know what's going on, and also, like I say, unless something has massively changed, she is the one that I know is kind of removed from the politics. So
You guys can
probably
do
best
a
placed.
personal history check on the people
Sure.
you've met that are associated with Skia.
Yeah, we'll do a mental frisk.
Apparently, I used all my good rolls on Baldur's Gate this morning because I got a 4.
Oh.
Amazing. And unfortunately, we
You got
don't have a
roll.
rebalancing app that kind of bounces out if you roll 2 ones in a row.
This is history, you say, Jess?
Goddamn.
It is, yeah. It's not particularly
Awesome.
high because it's your personal history.
Great. Is it higher than a 8?
It is higher than an 8, I'm afraid.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm just checking. I rolled a 23. No, I didn't. I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8. What did Aisling roll?
4. So
Okay. You're probably all very tired and stressed at this point. Eugene?
I'm not mentally present.
I got a 15.
That's fine.
Ooh.
There are the Drakes. Estri, you spent time with. Rock had a nice night with Jaggeth, and you met Mirren and
yeah.
Duskaze.
Well, the whole world, I think.
You also know that Kaja knows Skia personally.
Oh shit! Forgot about that.
Other than that, everybody else that you know that knows Skia are your allies on Parshkik.
The thing is, Rock would know that Skia may actually be doing stuff that one of those groups doesn't know that she's doing, but Sabina is the one who would know what Skia is up to.
Yeah.
So that's why
Good point.
Rock figured out
feels
what
like-
Skia is and who she works for. So
yeah. So it just feels Rock will say this to everyone. So it just feels a little like we could be asking questions to people who have no idea what's going on, and that could just complicate things. So Sabina seems the most likely, and as I say, if we don't hear back for some reason, then maybe I can contact my sister because she could check on things like that. But I also don't want to put her at risk if this is something to do with goddamn empire politics. I mean, Skia's not an idiot. She wouldn't have risked doing something like this. And if somebody threw her here, as they seem to imply, if it was a friend who was trying to get her out of trouble, they would not have thrown her into a highly guarded city without real reason, surely.
Well, they didn't know. Maybe they didn't know they were lobbing her into a highly guarded city. Maybe it was just to get her anywhere else.
yes.
With my knowledge of the teleportation spell, would I know if it was possible that would it have been possible for Skia's thoughts to like alter where the spell was sending her? Like if she was being sent somewhere and then she thought of us, would it then have sent her here? Or would it have had to be like purposefully cast to send her here?
Good shout.
Make an Arcana check. Okay.
So 25.
25. Nice.
Yeah, Arcana roll.
Two possibilities. Yes, if the spell was half formed and it was being directed by Skia because whoever cast it didn't finish it properly, her thoughts could intrude and direct where it needs to go. Second, if she had implied to someone, this is where I need to go. I need to be with these people. There are variations on the teleport spell whereby they would have gone, okay, well, we'll send you there. But because they didn't have complete knowledge of you or where you were, it was a high risk teleport.
Yeah, because Skia wouldn't have known that we were in New Doan, right? She would have just...
Impossible to say, but it doesn't seem likely she would know exactly.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have been following, possibly wouldn't have been following your every move around the scattered lands.
It'd be a little creepy, just saying.
Yeah. It's entirely possible the organisation she works for know where you are, but as you know, because you've met one of the dancers locally, but it would have taken some time to get back to Skia.
So I get the impression that this spell was cast in a hurry, potentially. The fact that Skia didn't try to contact us first kind of indicates that this was an emergency situation.
Yeah, like a eject button kind of thing.
Yeah, so whoever she was with teleported her to us rather than knowing where she was going, if you know what I mean. Like, she might not have known that we were here.
I understand.
Yeah, because if they
That
knew
was-
that there was the wards, then it would have had to be like an antagonistic thing. Because no one's going to do that.
Or
knowing that there's
desperate.
wards there.
Teleport has to be a willing participant.
Oh.
It's I think Eugene would know that you can't teleport people against their will without certain types of attacks and devices, and they don't tend to send them as far as across the world.
It's also possible that she just was thinking about us and then ended up here.
While someone was casting the spell, you mean?
Yeah, but I mean, potentially because it was something that was done in a hurry, maybe the spell wasn't finished correctly.
I mean, I could understand why she would be thinking of us.
Yeah.
Well, she obviously has something to deliver to you, so she was obviously coming to us.
Wait, what did she have to deliver?
Are you being for real right now?
Oh, no, sorry. No, it just slipped my mind for a moment there. Okay, got it. No, yes.
Her last
Yes.
conscious words were Revorcus and then pushed an orb into
yes,
someone's
right. I
hand.
was... Thanks, Aisling, for that reenactment of her final moments.
No, it's more like Revorcus.
Yeah, right. That was better. Mine had more gutturalness to it.
Yeah, yours sounded like she was bleeding.
Focus.
Oh.
Chris, how do I phrase this? Would Rock know of the people like Sabina and stuff like that? Would Rock know if one of them would have the skill and ability to cast teleport like this? So basically I'm trying to think, is there any way to figure out, like, could this be something that Sabina did herself, or was there someone else that Skia was in the Drakes with who would definitely be able to do this, just to get some kind of context for where they could be?
So again, history check, not particularly high DC.
Neither of my rolls.
That's right, get all the bad ones out of the way.
Oh, natural 20!
Amazing. In Skia's immediate group of people, the only one that has anything like that would be Istri. You know for a fact from the message you got from Jagath, he is missing at the moment. It is possible that he met up with Skia, but that is a lot of assumptions.
Yeah.
Sabina is not a magic caster. Although she is older than she has any right being as a human, that is something else. That is not to do with her personal magic. Okay. As to the organization, they employ people from all sectors of the Empire. So there may very well be high mages who are powerful enough to use this spell within their ranks, either as allies or as dancers.
Okay. Okay. I am going to, because there's no way Rock is going to go back to sleep. I am going to take the orb of histories. What's it called?
Or
Sphere
orb
of
of
histories.
Sphere of histories.
And I am literally just going to kind of sit down in a chair, impatiently waiting for Sabina to answer us, and I'm just going to kind of play with it and just look at it, and just in case there is anything on there that makes me think like I know how to access this, or even I know who to ask to access this, or anything that gives me a clue.
You're going to ponder the orb.
I am. I'm going to stare into the orb.
Good.
The orb. Yes,
Fool of a took!
Yes. And if any of you take it from me, I shall kill you. Yeah, so that's what Rock is going to do, is just impatiently wait and also just look at the sphere for some kind of clue on how to open it or how to access what's inside, so I can figure it. Or even if there is any clue on it as to like what house it belongs to, or anything that would give me a clue as to the context for this.
So you do notice the same thing that Aisling noticed, that the runes on it change and shift. Most of them are in Draconic, and they're just random words, and they don't seem to be consistent. You think there might be a pattern to it if you can assess what it is, but it is beyond you at the minute. What I will do though is I will have you, like, you're going to stare into it and watch it for a long time. I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh God, I knew you were going to say a save.
I'm going to guide myself to.
Yeah.
Is that useful for a saving throw?
Yeah. No, guidance is saved. No, it's not. It's checks.
It's an ability check.
Checks. So you would be resistance. You would need.
Okay, so I can cast resistance.
Smart.
Wisdom, yes.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I will use the wisdom, the resistance. So it's an unnatural 20.
Dirty 20.
No, a 19. Sorry, 16 plus 3, 19. Yeah.
As you're kind of staring into it, you feel yourself being pulled into it somehow, like something is trying to attach itself to your psychic abilities. And as soon as it does, your natural defenses go up and you push it away. But there's that, that sort of dark feeling, like where you're kind of almost about to pass out and the darkness kind of comes in. It gets a bit like that for a second and then you snap back in.
Does it feel like that's a protection, or does it feel like it's something that I should like give into? Is it trying to take me to see things, or
cannot tell?
Okay.
Without knowing more about what it does, you can't gather that one.
Yeah, I will resist it for now until we hear back from Sabine, and then we can figure out what's next. So once that happens, I will just not stare into it quite so intently anymore, but I'm just going to sit and wait patiently. Impatiently.
Yep.
Probably about gets on towards, because there's a lot going on here and you're all talking and doing things and taking time to cast spells, and I think it probably gets to about 6. So the first fingers of dawn start to
These times of the morning are making me tired.
start to creep in through the window, and there's a soft knock at your door.
I'm assuming we're all still hanging out in Eugene's room, right?
I don't think you Yeah.
Yeah.
we went. I thought it went to Ashling's room because of the forts.
The forts.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, all the forts are in my room. All right, cool. We're chilling in my room.
I'll answer the door, just sort of cautiously.
It's your aunt. Are you all okay?
Yeah. Are you okay? Is Grandma okay?
Yeah, she's just very defensive of her family, that's all. But Pear has talked to her, explained that this is not a threat, this is an accident, and she's
Can I,
working
whilst
on
they're doing this, just give Rock a quick kick so he hides the orb? I'm assuming I'm just lying on a chair somewhere.
She knows about the orb.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
yes, of course. Yeah.
Still good practice, to be fair.
Yeah, also get your hooves away from me.
Yeah, she's alright. She's a little perturbed. Probably didn't need this before she calls the council tomorrow, but she is nothing if but resilient and brilliant, so your friend is fine. She's stable. We think it's going to take a while until she wakes up. At least 24 hours before. Our healers have attended her body, but she has undergone some trauma, and it's up to her to decide on how she comes back. She is secluded and she is contained, but she's not a prisoner. It's more for her safety and in case she brought anything with her. Once we have confirmation from her as to what is really going on, we are more than happy to pass her on to your custody as one of your wards, if that is okay. She is an elf, tiefling touched, so that stands in her favour. It's not the first time an elf has desperately teleported into New Doan to get away from danger, particularly, and I'm sorry, Rock, but this is a harsh truth, to get away from the Empire. Your connection with her, however, does raise an interesting question. So we are going to spin it as an accident.
It must have been an act of desperation. I don't know why she wouldn't have told us she was coming. Or at least tried to reach out to one of us. Maybe she did and we were asleep, but none of us got messages when we woke up.
She may not have had opportunity to. It's my thought.
Wait, there's still a little light flashing on my...
oh no, it's me. I didn't check my messages. Sorry.
Sorry, I always have so many notifications because I never read any of them that I don't actually
Turn them
notice
off
when I
now.
get a new notification.
Why are
Wow.
you talking about me right now?
Because I'm talking about me.
Oh. Okay, yeah, fair.
That was a self-call out.
If I might make a suggestion, put this aside for the minute. Run through what you have to talk to the council about. That is definitely going to happen one way or another today. And focusing on what you actually need from your time here is probably more important. The mystery of the appearing tiefling can wait.
Okay, but she's like, okay.
Yes, she's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. We will of course notify you as soon as she wakes up. Right. I'm going to sort some breakfast out. I'll have something sent to you to the room because I think you possibly want to keep some privacy this morning. You're always welcome, of course, but things are very tense for the estate at the moment.
I guess we should discuss what we're going to say to the court.
I will leave you to that. I promised Mother I would be back. We're preparing how to spin this. Good luck. I will see you in a little while. And she gently drifts away, leaving you to close the door.
It's just one thing after another, really, isn't it?
Yeah, we could do with like not that for a wee bit.
I mean, also, the last thing we wanted to do was cause any problems for your family. So,
And just
anyway,
before we need to convince them that we're chill.
But you know what? She's right. Let's just focus on what we need to ask, well, what you need to ask them today, because I would imagine they're going to mainly be addressing you.
We'll still be there though.
Oh, well, yes. If we're, I mean, if we can, obviously. But you know, what do we need to ask them? What are you just going to ask them to speak to your racist grandfather, or is it? I mean, obviously, I wouldn't phrase it like that. I would probably.
Yeah, yeah. Don't say that first bit out loud.
Well, I think we need to petition them for their aid. Also.
But what do we really need in terms of their aid? If they ask what kind of aid we want them to provide.
Well, I guess one thing would be shared knowledge.
But doesn't your granddad have that? Isn't he the one that's got most of it?
Yeah, so my aunt did actually let me know that she tried looking for some information in the library, but it seems that someone has removed certain things.
Why?
Well, I assume to stop people looking at them, but the exact reason for that I'm not sure. But it was things pertaining to the realm of dust and shadows specifically.
God damn it.
And interestingly, it was. She said they were removed around the time of the formation of the Empire, which is also the time at which he took himself into seclusion.
So, what, he took the information with him?
Yeah.
So maybe the main thing we do need to do is get access to him. It sounds like he's hoarding it all. So maybe their aid is letting us talk to him?
I think it's probably. I don't know how to word this, but I think it's bigger than him, because if we ask him for the information, he says no, then there's nothing that we can do. If we ask the council for their aid and for them to share their knowledge, that for New Doan to share its knowledge with us, then
Yeah.
I feel like he can't say no, because he's bound by the laws of New Doan.
Well, so long as you think he'll actually pay attention to that.
Well,
He's more likely to pay attention to that than he is to do it because out of, I don't know, whatever other reason there would be to
That's
the
the thing,
point
is
of helping us.
For all the sort of negatives we've heard about him, he does seem to have had the protection of New Doan at the core of what he was trying to do anyway. And so I think you're right. If we can convince them that by helping us they are essentially ensuring the preservation of New Doan, then he may find that also a compelling argument.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
How would we put that? How would we convince them that it's for New Dawan and not just for everyone else?
Well,
Because
we have to
apparently that's
convince
not
the
good enough
council.
I think we just have to make them aware of the gravity of the situation.
I see what
We
you did
already
there.
did that.
Make me an intelligence check.
All of us.
Mhm.
Intelligence. Who's she? Got a 7. So smart.
Yeah.
13.
Cool.
21.
Yes, all right.
Because to Rock, and definitely to Eugene, they were recently called out on old oaths.
Oh yeah.
Not any else, the council directly
Yeah.
by Throne's Blade.
Mm.
And Eugene, you're like, if they have old oaths, they have sworn to the Land of Dust and Shadow, and the Land of Dust and Shadow is currently under threat. As their representatives in this world, they owe you help to protect all.
Is there any way we can find out what those oaths are before we go in?
Well, we could check the library if we're allowed in there. But I imagine that may be among the things that have been
Yeah.
secluded.
I think she told you. In exchange for being allowed to settle in this world, they are to protect this world.
Okay, it was just literally that.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's their oath, then that's pretty much all we need for them to stick to, because we can prove that by doing that they will be protecting this world.
And we'd
By
already done
sharing their
loads of
knowledge.
arguing the point of, hey, don't be isolationists. We
Yeah, but
already
we
did all
didn't
that.
have we didn't have Throne's Blade calling
No, I
them
know,
out publicly.
but I'm just
before.
saying that on top of what we've done.
That is true, and we it's not just us as well. We know that there are others who are still fighting this war, and so it's not just a story we're making up. We know that.
And there are citizens of New Doan that are in the realm of Dust and Shadows currently,
Yes.
helping to fight this war.
This should all counterbalance the Skia getting lobbed into the building. Surely.
I'm just hoping that's not going to come up.
I think if it comes up, we literally have to just be honest about the fact that she is a friend, and we don't really know why, but it appears to be an act of desperation, and she was probably just trying to reach her friends. And I think that's not it's not untrue. We don't know that that's not exactly what happened.
No. Yeah, it's perfectly reasonable.
We just won't mention the other bits.
What the stabby bits.
No, I don't think there's any way of avoiding that. She had like 300 knives on her.
Yeah. She had a metallic sound to her.
It's not like
I mean, when
all
she
the
landed,
other
she
elves
literally
around.
sounded. Yeah, when she fell on the floor, she literally sounded like somebody dropped a bag of cutlery.
Yeah, I was going to say, empty the cutlery drawer onto the floor.
Oh dear.
Oh, I really. This is not me being difficult or dramatic, although I have been.
You're never those things, Rook. Don't be no.
Oh look over there,
Actually,
a wall.
Actually, I can cast Bane. I will do it.
Okay, that means you.
My question is this: is it, especially considering that it appears that your
If you're
grandfather
about to
hiding...
say, is it better if I don't come, just stop.
No, genuinely though, without being dramatic, think about it. If your your grandfather removed things and that coincided with the formation of the Empire, then there is a good chance that the Empire is seen as posing some kind of major threat if they have access to that information. Me being from the Empire may not be a good idea.
I think it's
being
much
there.
better that you are there where they can see you and hear you and see your sincerity than to have you just not turn up. That looks
Thanks.
way more shady to me.
Okay, point taken. I will say no more of it, but I am just saying if it complicates matters in any way, I'm
I
quite
thought
happy
you
to
just
not.
said you're not going to say any more on it. You're
No,
coming.
that's
You have
the
to.
last
You're not
thing I'm
getting out of
saying.
it. I'm
He's
sorry.
not
You have to come.
dramatic, Eugene. He's not a drama.
I am more concerned with you having a harder time of being able to talk to the people in this city than by having an outsider standing behind you. It may not help the cause. That is all I'm saying, and I'll say no more for now. God. Although I will say no.
No. Have I got fame?
Got Hex.
So mean.
Although probably not a good idea before. Yeah. You guys kind of fall into a natural silence and discuss some of the smaller elements and things. I think a lot has happened in a very short space of time. It isn't long before there is another knock on the door, a little more firm, and your grandpa comes in. We've received the council's summons. They are meeting early this morning, in an hour's time. Have you eaten?
Not enough.
Well, let's make sure that you are well fed, as relaxed as we possibly can, and we'll get up there. Okay?
Eugene, have you any messages?
Check your phone.
Can you
Check
check
your
if
phone.
you've got a message?
No, I
Check your
haven't.
notifications.
Okay.
It's only about 6:30, nearly 7. Maybe she's a late sleeper.
Taking forever.
God, Rock, you're so clingy. Just close the app. Step away from it for a
She
bit.
hasn't seen the message yet. There's only one. text.
Yeah.
She's noble. She
Last
might lay in.
online.
She's a lady of leisure officially, so she might lay in. So
Live, laugh, love,
How
babe.
far away are we? Is there a time difference?
yeah. Well,
Oh,
technically, you're in the
God.
center.
How do
of
time
you're-
zones work
yeah.
here, Chris?
You're-
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is a bit of lore we haven't had yet.
There is not much of a major difference. There's about an hour to 3 hours difference between one side of the Scatterlands and the other. I think with but it's one of those things where it's Daklan has its own time just to be at the Empire,
Quirky.
and they try and get everybody else to work to their time, and the Empire's like, no, sunrise is this time and sunset is this time. But they are also
Imperial Standard Time.
Imperial
Oh,
Standard Time.
yes.
You have Imperial Standard Time and Daklanian Royal Time,
Oh,
and the pirates, God knows what they do.
Ashling Anarchist time.
And the pirates have party time.
Party time.
Yeah.
They have yes, they have any time they want to because they're pretty much pirates down in the south, allegedly according to everybody else. But yeah, so there is about. It would be quite a lot. It'd be darker up there at the moment. It's because you're closer to the south, so it'd be sunrise would be a little later than here.
You'll have to wait even longer. Sorry, Rock.
And because of the setting, most people tend to wake up with the sun. So you gather your things and get yourselves prepared, have something to eat. And your grandpa takes you to one of the cloud cars. And
Are you coming in with us?
Oh,
I mean,
I mean,
Grandma's going to be there, but
I can come in as a representative, yes. I cannot ask your questions for you. But yes, I can be there as moral support. Your aunt is going to be in the gallery as well, so don't worry. I've seen the three of you in action. You are more than capable of handling this nest of vipers.
I prefer an actual nest of vipers, I think.
Yeah, I'm not very good at the persuading people of things.
Oh, that's why you've got
to
to.
be good at that.
You say Rock is very good at that. He's very
Yeah, that's what
persuasive.
we use him for.
Yeah, see, I told you have to come.
Oh yes, I'm sure they'll take the word of a dragonborn from the Empire.
You are here as agents of Cloud's Kern requesting assistance, irrespective of your original allegiances.
You left the Empire anyway. You're not even anything to do with them.
Yeah.
Also, not every Dragonborn is from the Empire. There's quite a few of them in Daklan. Loads to be natural.
I'm pretty sure they're aware I'm from the Empire. So,
Well, that whole Lord of
Anyway.
Orcus thing does give you away a little bit, but anyway,
yeah.
you settle into the cart, and it
By the way, every
Take
time
a-
you say cloud car, I think clown
car.
Like,
Yeah, as soon as I heard it myself today, so.
all squeezing into a little car.
Yes!
Sorry.
It's one of those shitty plastic Toy Master ones, the red and yellow
Absolutely.
ones.
The cart lifts off,
And then
and
getting out to go and talk to this Grand High Council.
Yep. Yeah.
Ah!
Like hundreds and hundreds coming
Right.
out.
Sorry.
The cart flies above the edge of New Doan up to the central tower where you went before, but to a different entrance where you can see many different petitioners getting ready to stand before the council. Some noble, some people from trade, and some people who just look like they are refugees come to ask for assistance. They're all tightly guarded, but the crowd is parted as you arrive, and the Emerald Guard let you in first. You are first order of business today.
Before we enter the room, I will cast Eagle Splendor on all three of us.
What does that do?
So for the next hour, you have
Is that a good idea?
advantage on charisma checks.
I don't know that we're going to be able to have spells active in there.
Perhaps, but it's worth a try. It just makes you feel a bit more sort of confident when you're having to address people. And yeah, let's try that. We'll see.
Okay.
You step into the tower and towards the court room where the Eternal Court awaits you. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Oh shit. That came up so quick.
So we are probably going to be back 10 to... Yeah, 10 to. We'll have a 15-minute sojourn and go and grab some drinks and something to eat and everything. Yeah, lots of things happening today. But I hope it is interesting for you as it is for our
Fine. This
players.
can't go wrong.
Cool.
Fine.
We will see you in 15 minutes. Go and grab a drink.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. And we are back. We hope you had a lovely break. We have all grabbed teas and pets, apparently.
Yep.
Just a quick shout out to Rooney for almost making me corpse with, that's not how it works. All right, who died and made you High Mage? Adara?
Rooney,
Too
you've been
soon,
on fire
Rooney.
today, babe.
Yeah, the chat has
Fire.
been on fire today. Really, really cool. Before our break, our three friends have been dealing with the fallout of the sudden and unexpected arrival of their friend Skia in a
it's
place. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Nothing to worry about.
Nah.
As well as preparing to meet with the Eternal Court to petition them for their assistance in finding the second Sky Temple of Stone. You arrived at the tower. You are being ushered in. You are standing in an atrium outside. Atrium, like a large area outside. There are Emerald Guard and Jade Guard everywhere. The chitinous armor shining under a soft light that resembles sunlight, but is kind of seems to have been made by magic. After a
I feel
moment,
like Ashton would be getting the airport anxieties where you haven't done anything wrong, but there's enough security around that you're like, oh my god, what if I have all the drugs?
What if I accidentally?
What if I have a gun?
What if I forget I'm smuggling drugs that I haven't got? Wait.
Literally.
After a moment, a short, blue-skinned night elf with ears that kind of come outwards rather than upwards, and deep amber eyes comes through. She bows to each of you in turn. Pash gets chosen. My name is Allah, and I will be your representative. I am here to assist you with any paperwork or take notes for you for your case and your petition. Is there anything that you need to prepare before we go in? Any documents you'd like me to show?
We should have documents.
It's not standard, it's just some people do like to make presentations.
We should have done it.
Do we have any documents?
Should we have planned a presentation?
Do not feel that you have to. Most people do come
what
and
if they're
speak from the heart.
expecting, like a slideshow.
It's supposed to be late now.
Do not believe that they are expecting a slideshow.
Oh, wait, I can do that. Eugene, if you need sort of slide support, let me know. I'll just use minor illusion.
I don't think it would be necessary.
But what if it adds flair?
Just let me know.
You know if yeah, I'll let you know.
Should we have like a code word if you need sort of something?
Yeah,
you
like
sort of
a-
special effects or whatever. You could say like banana, and then we can make them.
Yeah, if you fit the word banana into something, then we can. Yeah, we'll do.
Oh, I should be careful about the word banana. I understand
What?
that Bastian is highly allergic.
What? How?
Oh God,
to the
okay,
word.
To the word?
quick insight check.
Let's see if he's allergic to the word banana. Okay, I got a what the fuck is that? I got a 23. Is he
I
allergic
got
to the word
23 as
banana?
well. Oh my god, matching.
I
Oh my god!
I got an 8. I'm going through my bag to make sure I've got no bananas.
She's
You need to
she's
declare that shit at customs, Rock.
she's basically teasing you to break the flow for a second, and she's
Oh.
got a very broad smile.
Oh, I
you're
did
going
not
to
get
differ.
that.
No, neither of us did.
If you'd like to come with me, I have a small area that you can sit and relax beforehand.
Okay. So we
just
so
some
we
water
can
would be
use
lovely.
we can use the word
I absolutely can use the word banana. I was teasing you.
I don't think we need a code word. I think this is just overcomplicating the matter.
I'm sorry. It is my duty to make sure that everything is prepared, but I fear that I have just thrown more at you than you needed.
It's fine.
No, we're fine. Absolutely fine.
She leads you through to a very plush room with like quite thick carpets and draperies on the wall and gilded chaise lounge and chairs and just like a library of those sorts of books that you pick up that are just they're nonsense books. Really, they're not really like good reads or
All
anything.
books, isn't it?
They're just rows and rows of legal books, so that it looks official.
Oh,
very much that sort of thing, and a few.
They've got
texts
War and Peace in 8 different languages.
Exactly, that sort of thing. It's about showing the books.
And well-known legal treatises.
More about showing the books than it is about the actual use of those books.
But there is an ancient first edition of 50 Shades of Grey.
Wow. In Infernal.
In Infernal.
In the original Infernal.
Now, she is not cool enough to know Infernal. It would be in Mormon.
Anyway.
You are left alone for about 20 minutes, and then after a little while, your grandpa joins you. Right. I believe that we will be in a moment.
Just before we go in there, are they going to ask us questions? Like, I don't have to, like, do a speech or...
Yeah, we're not going
I
to go
don't
in
have to
there
do
and
a
it'll just
speech,
be
right?
silence and they won't...
Tell them what you need. Tell them honestly.
We're going to ask them a question. Okay.
They may have questions. They may require you to clarify elements. But you are here to petition aid. You are not here on court judgment.
Okay.
Remember that. You are here asking
neutral.
for help. Alla appears at the door, and she smiles and, "Would you like to follow me? Lord Zillman, thank you for attending as well. I am going to be there as a representative of my house, as these are my guests and my family." Very good.
He accepted the adoption nest. I said that to myself in my head.
See, he adopted me. He likes me.
Yeah, he adopted me first, though.
We're doomed.
Alabaster's name wasn't on the paper. It was just...
Hey, adopt me, adopt
You're
my
on your
demons.
own.
Yeah.
Shade.
If you can't handle me at my alabaster, you don't deserve me at my behaving myself.
You're ushered through to the familiar open round room at the center of the tower. That brilliant light coming down, radiating primarily on the seat of sun, but also illuminating the rest of the chamber. All the familiar faces are in attendance. It is the full court. Your grandmother smiles, but doesn't otherwise acknowledge you in any way. Not because she doesn't. You kind of get the impression that she's trying to remain official and impartial in this, even though you know that she's on your side. She looks... She have an insight check off of people.
Okay. Fucking, where are my numbers at? Got a 10.
10.
I have a plus
Got a
8
nat
to this
20.
shit.
Nat 20. She looks a little tireder, but not as haggard as last time you saw her.
Shade.
Wow,
Well, I mean, harried, I suppose, is probably a better
Not
term.
as tired and dull as she looked before.
Harried by the day's events so far. Like it looks like she hasn't had as big a fight before your arrival as last time you were here. You look up to the gallery for a moment, and you do see your aunt and a couple of other household members sat there, just kind of watching.
Do they have little banners?
Woo! Yes, that sort of thing. Go sports team!
Woo! What?
Simit Harris, the Zenith of Sunhouse, addresses the court. The Eternal Court recognizes the petition of Parshkit's chosen champions of Cloud's Cairn and the Free Nations in request of aid from New Doan. This has been debated, and in recognition of Eugene Zillman's exceptional service to New Doan and his completion of his harrowing, he may speak to the council as a respected member of this community. I think with that, we'll roll on that insight check. There is a slight bite behind her words. She has to recognize you, and she has to recognize what you've achieved, but she is not happy with how this has played out. Very much still off that whole sort of what you guys saw before, that she actually, I think Rock read her mind before. That whole sort of, she's looking for the knives in her back. She feels like she's lost face and she has shown weakness.
Worst.
Taletta stands up. Thank you, Sita-san. As a representative of the Zillman family, as well as the Moon Houses, I would like to clear the floor and allow and ask Parshkit's chosen all to speak in this particular matter. Are there any objections? There is a general sort of shaking of heads, and I think those that might not have voted you for before just don't say anything as opposed to object. Then I cede the floor to my grandson and his friends. Please tell us, Parshkit's chosen, how New Doan may assist you in your mission and what we can do to help you. She sits back down.
Firstly, thank you for allowing us to speak and for hearing our petition. One moment, please.
Here, have a cat.
Oh, sweet boy.
You comfy? Okay. God, I can't remember what I was going to say now. Thanks, Ollie.
Thank you very much for having us.
You were saying thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. We, as you say, we are here to petition for your aid in a matter which affects the entire Scattered Lands, New Doan included. In terms of specific requests, we wish to be granted audience with my great-grandfather, Bathel Zillman. We believe he's in possession of knowledge pertaining to one of the temples involved in the Sky Shield spell, and it's imperative that we speak with him.
Lathil Zillman.
Yes.
Simit leans back. The savior of New Doan, no less. His great-grandson wishes to speak with him. You ask a very difficult thing for us, Eugene Zillman. It is not impossible, but there are accords and restrictions that even this council cannot easily overturn. Taletta leans forward. I think that it is in the interest of everybody in this to remember the events of the last 48 hours. And I think there's a purse of lips from Simit at this. And then you see closer towards you, the seat of earth, Estra kind of leans in, like if she had popcorn, she would be munching on it right now.
Love it.
There's a snort of amusement from Bastian, the star elf.
Yes, I am sure we are all aware that this council is under oath. So as difficult as it may be, it is not impossible.
Somadir speaks up, and this is a man who doesn't speak up very often. He usually watches. We cannot make the decision as much as we would like to, and we have been reminded of our oaths and our duties very much. I turn to the floor to someone who will not normally speak up, and turns to his right and looks at the night elf, Rapar Elajar. This is your domain and your family's oath above everybody else's. Elajar leans back and goes, it has been asked, and we await a response. In the meantime, to help with this, I would like to know a little more about what you're dealing with and what you're trying to achieve. The Shadow Elf kind of information. Secrets are my brokering, admittedly, but I'm sure the rest of everybody around here would just like some knowledge. To what end do you wish to access the Sky Temple?
Fix it.
Yeah, there is a problem with the Sky Shield. The temples are not functioning as they should be. And in order to fix the Sky Shield, we need to access the 5 temples which power the spell.
Nods and thinks. Simit snorts, goes, and beyond you, what proof do we have that this is what you do? And this is where Bastian speaks up. They have the pledge of a guardian of the Alabaster Throne. I feel at this point that their word is beyond reproach.
And whilst you guys didn't go drop in, you might have noticed other places had a little bit of a hoot at one point, and that was related, and it would be a very big drop should these stop working.
Let her go, leans back, goes, we had our terrestrial based settlements reported that they had felt the skyquake.
So that's proof that something ain't right, and we know what it is now.
Eugene, do you have anything else to add to that?
Oh, I was just going to offer that if you weren't prepared to take our word for it, I could summon Thorn's Blade. You can speak to her directly.
There is a murmur that goes around the corpse. And I think Taletta
Bring the receipts.
Taletta smile, can barely hide a smile, but you do see Simit go pale. Like this gold skin almost turned like a pale straw yellow, where she kind of, the blood seems to drain from her face.
I think Eugene is like on a high, so he's just
hell yeah.
Eugene has been super
that she doesn't really like to be disturbed, and there is sort of a situation in the realm of dust and shadows, but I can.
One that we've been
summon
personally helping to resolve.
As for that, we have lost a great ally and a representative of our armed forces to preventing a war that could destroy the very world we inhabit. There's a murmuring again, and I think some of the seats look uncomfortable, whereas others kind of look like nod their heads in agreement. This is larger than New Doan, and we must agree that something has to be done. It will require us revealing certain truths to non-full-blooded and outsiders. We, as the council, must agree that is necessary, and we must adhere to whatever comes of that. There's a kind of a general murmuring. I motion a vote to assist Parshkik's Chosen and provide them with access and support moving forward. To let her vote yay, puts a stands for you. Second person who stands up is Bastian. Sommerdeer. Dempsey, little fellow, stands up, smiling. Just, again, looks very happy to be there.
But he's really small, so no one knows he's standing.
Yeah, and also you do notice that his seat is on the floor, as everybody else's is raised eyes. I think you noted that before. Ratha remains seated. I abstain. I will await further guidance. Estra smiles and stands up and goes, "Well, going to come out eventually, wasn't it?" And surprisingly, slowly, Simit stands. She doesn't look happy about it, but she looks like she accepts that this needs to happen. The Seat of Sun recognizes the necessity of this, and we will provide assistance to Parshkik's Chosen. Allah, I would like you to make a note that we acknowledge High Mage Eugene Zillman's request, and that of Parshkik's Chosen. I do have one request, though. A promise. The matters you are about to see are of high secrecy. Things that we have sworn to protect. Would Aisling and Rock be willing to undergo a guise to protect those secrets as is necessary? And Allah, guise is a spell that
Honk if you agree.
is
Wayne and Charlie got one.
Yeah, you did.
It's only fair.
Oh, 10 out of 10.
A guise is a spell that people undergo to hold oaths. If they break the oath, it can kill them. But it's not a problem if you keep the oath. Yeah. It's quite. I mean, I'm surprised you don't know about it, Lady Aisling. It's quite common among Fae.
Oh. we just died.
No,
People just died. I didn't know that was why.
no. More will be explained, I'm sure. It's
Okay.
so Letter goes, this is up to you, and it may not be necessary, but if this is a requirement, if this is an agreement, would you be willing to undergo this spell?
I'll look at Rock and be like, yeah. Right?
I think Rock very quietly stood to say to Urshling, this has to be your decision.
Why? Oh, God. Okay. I'll briefly
and
check in with Alabaster and be like, is that cool?
Can I tell you a secret?
What?
If they do kill you, I think I can pop you back up quickly.
Okay.
No harm, no foul.
And Aisling will try and not act as nonchalant as she now feels and be like, yes, I suppose so.
Make me a deceptional performance check.
No! I have advantage on that shit right now. Okay. What do I have the least negatives in? Is it 19?
19, cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. Seems to go down all right.
Better do.
Lord Revolcus.
I think Rock will step forward and just say, first of all, I do appreciate you allowing me in these proceedings. I realize it is not customary for an outsider, let alone one who originates from the Empire. However, as somebody who has grown up in an empire that was most committed to being exclusionary, I would like to thank the council for considering this, because I feel it is the greatest weakness of the empire that it has refused to engage with others, and it gives me great hope to see the strength of the Seat of Sun as they allow this to transpire and be voted upon. I will happily take the geese. I have complete confidence in my companions, and I am also completely convinced of the danger that is posed to all of us, including New Doan, should the Sky Shield fall.
Maybe a persuasion check. I think I'm going to give you advantage because, well, you've bought advantage anyway, so you can't have double advantage.
Mm-hmm.
I might lower the DC though because of that.
Nice.
Okay, 27.
Fuck.
There's a softening in this woman. I don't think up to this point she had really factored you in. Not in a she's ignoring you, but she had just assumed that you were another Dragonborn come to try and take. And I think there's an acknowledgement of a fellow freethinker. Someone who is trying to protect something greater. She gives you a nod of acknowledgement. A soft smile. And for a moment, you think...
Never mind.
There's a not a connection, but an understanding between the two of you.
Fuck.
And then I'm going to step back and I'm going to bow to Eugene and go, hi, Mage, the floor is yours again.
Such a little bitch, Rock.
Before Eugene can smack you up the head, the doors are thrown open. And in marches Falone with an escort of Emerald Guard. Most of the seats are standing at this point, but the seat shadow leans forward as well, kind of, and is the first to say, Captain Falone, we did not request your assistance. May I ask what this is in relation to? And she bows curtly, as do the rest of the guard.
Rock's just going to look at Ashling like, what did you do now?
My lords and ladies, seats of the Eternal Court, I come with grave tidings. Thanks to Parshkik's Chosen, we have uncovered an unceremonious conspiracy to undo New Doan. We have several individuals under our protection who have confessed to crimes to undermine our authority, to disrupt our peace, and to try and cause us to fracture from our allies. I have personally been present for 2 occasions where a public attack has happened, and I would like to personally thank Lord Revorcus for placing himself in direct danger for our nation. She turns and looks at Estra Zilmis. Lady Zilmis, you are under arrest for conspiracy and heresy. And the sort of dumpy, not dumpy, but the kind of like the very sort of curvaceous and sort of like cheerful looking earth elf smiles. Oh dear, well, it was only a matter of time, wasn't it? And she stands up, and as she stands up, she grows taller. And the colour of her skin melts to this like deep, deep red, and huge bat wings raise from her back.
Oh no, I love her now.
Standing before you is a fallen angel.
Oh no, I love her a lot
with
now.
4 arms.
A giant woman.
She is holding
demon woman.
She is holding in her hand an elf skull, which she then throws. Goes, I won't need this disguise anymore. Ding, ding, ding.
That's the most metal shit I've ever fucking heard.
She killed the nice elf lady.
Well, she says, enjoy your little freedoms as long as you last. My masters send their greetings. It won't be long now. Dremith remembers what you did to him, and he is coming back. And she explodes in like a burst of pillar of fire as everyone rushes towards her.
I mean, I know it's going to do nothing, but Eugene will cast a level 6 counterspell.
Fuck it, yeah.
Yeah, you are not the only one. There are several wands and arcane focuses in hand all around.
Oh shit!
None of them do
Chris,
take. Yeah.
Can I cast Detect Thoughts while she's doing that speech?
Yeah, absolutely.
Decent.
Make me a. So she needs to make a wisdom save. Or are you going to just get her surface thoughts? Or are you trying to?
Well, initially it's just surface thoughts, but I'm going to cast it at like the highest level I can to be able to get it. So
she is.
Yeah. So wisdom saving throw.
Thoroughly amused, and you can actually feel the thoughts of another person slipping out of the edge as she's throwing away this disguise. And she is thoroughly amused. She thinks you are all beneath her, and she's pretty certain of what she's saying, that you are all going to die, and it's her master is going to get revenge.
Okay, so then I am going to try and push further, because whether she knows or not is irrelevant to me right now. So she needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, 25.
Yes, that obviously passes. So I don't get anything further than that.
You do hear in your head as you kind of trying to... No. You're not welcome here, little Dragonborn. Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Sure. Oh, that's not great. 16.
16? Cool. Just trying to find her spell DC.
It's 11. That's all.
Is it now?
Attack Eugene.
Weird.
Rude.
No!
Okay.
You must
I have to, don't I?
must make one attack against Eugene. You
Unarmed.
guys watch.
Unarmed smack.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah,
I won't have my weapons in there with me.
No, you wouldn't have been allowed your weapons.
You just smack him around the back.
You must use your most deadly attack, though.
It's a 2, so no matter what I get, I won't hit Eugene.
So you guys watch. This is all happening. Like all eyes are on her. So I don't think anyone but you three and Grandpa note. But Rock goes stiff suddenly, and then he tries to turn and rake at Eugene, but he is almost like a resistance there, like a residual, I don't want to do this. And it gives Eugene more than enough time to step outside before, and as she vanishes, you regain your senses.
I will
immediately.
At that point, I'm gonna step between Eugene and Rock as well, and be like, "Oh!"
I'm just going to message Eugene and Aisling in the midst of all this chaos and just say, I tried to read her mind and she tried to make me attack you, and that's it. That's all I'm going to say. Nothing further.
Is she gone?
She's gone.
Is she out of your brain?
Chambers are in absolute chaos.
Order! Order!
Like
No, when Aisling's not yelling.
yeah.
Yeah, I take control now.
It takes a good 10-15 minutes for things to calm down. Most of the citizenry have run out of the gallery. Your grandpa and your aunt has misty stepped down with you all. Like her tome has magically appeared floating beside her, with Barnabas kind of looking like he's ready to cast magic
Barnabas
as
got
well.
little boxing gloves on, like.
All around you, they're expecting something greater than this, and Letter's voice with thaumaturgy cuts clear through. Settle, citizens of New Doan. If she wished to fight us, she would have remained. And everyone sort of kind of calms down slowly. The guards and kind of look around one another and just checking all the corners. Falone kind of like walks over to you all. Are you all okay?
Rock got a brainworm very quickly, but we're okay.
I tried to read her mind, but I think we're okay physically.
Brave, possibly not the most advised, but brave.
Well, it was heat of the moment.
Did you find anything?
Only that she just found us amusing and appeared genuinely convinced that we're all going to die.
Well, I mean, that is true. We all will die at some point.
Unless
yes,
I forget,
that's
remember.
true. Yeah.
Some of us already have.
Would everyone like to make a religion check whilst this is all going on? I think people are asking questions.
Yeah,
Who was she? What was going on?
Yeah, I was going to say, can I ask my aunt and grandpa who that was?
You said religion, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this roll is
14 for me.
accurate to my devout nature.
Cool. 14. Aisling, what did you get?
I got the dos.
That was an angel. She was beautiful.
Oh, so pretty.
And dangerous.
That's what Charlie would have been like.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Damn it, woman.
Eugene.
18.
18. You don't get it off top, but your aunt says the word Dawn's Chorus. And as soon as she did, you're like, oh, when I was reading up on the worm that devours, she's one of his agents.
And who is this Dremith that she mentioned?
You remember Dremith. Dremith Iltharin.
Of course I do, but just pretend I didn't. I don't.
For those of you who may not remember the name because it only came up once before,
Yeah,
he
just
was
those
do it for the audience. Yeah.
he was the head of the army that attacked the Sky Shield as it was raising.
He's been about for a fresh minute then.
So that's what.
He was the elf who served.
I didn't know he ever got his name. I must have said.
No, it's not a problem. You have it now.
Yeah.
Dremith Iltharin, head
name.
of the armies that attacked the Sky Shield. You remember that from a discussion with Throne's Blade?
I remember there being discussion of an elf, but I didn't remember his name.
I should have given you that name. That is the name you should have got. You now have this name.
Probably did, but
Yeah.
now
There's
we do.
There's a lot of information goes back and forth.
Yeah, that
There's
was
a whole mess of names.
a while ago.
Yeah, and that was a hot second ago. So as soon as your aunt says that, you recognise exactly who that is, and you remember the name Dremith Iltharin, as an enemy of the Horned King, and someone who tried to take advantage of a weakened state of the world for his master, the worm that devours.
Cool.
I think with that, your immediate family are very quiet, and as things settle down, it looks as if Simit is about to talk when a rasping, echoing voice bounces around the room. The seat of the ancestors has cast its judgment. We will meet Palik's chosen. What was that? I think you are just loud enough that Ratha Elja kind of says, that was the answer I was waiting for. What? Who is that? It seems the ancestors wish to meet you. Guards, we will close this court now. The council will talk to Parshkik's chosen privately. No more public. This is for matters for Nudoan and its saviors. He seems to take the lead. Everybody else seems to settle in behind him. It's a strange shift of power. As soon as he started talking and that voice, you saw even your grandmother kind of step back a little bit. Simit just closed her eyes and nodded and looked to him for guidance. All the court is looking at this shadow elf, this night elf. He waits until everybody is out and he claps his hands. There is an orb of shadow and darkness that kind of eclipses around you, so that you are all stood there just with the council. A truth from a night elf, a secret from a shadow elf, and wisdom from a moon elf will guide you here. The truth. our people do not die of natural causes. I think you have seen something to this effect already. Historically, when our time came, we would step beyond the veil into the wild and let that place take us back, feeding our life force back into the universe. This is where Sommerdare steps up. When the AL took the world, they severed our connection to the wild as punishment for daring to stand against them. Our people just lived and lived and lived. Some took their own lives, some found other ways to die in glory or in service. But for every elf that lived natural, normal lives, there was no end. And this is where your grandmother speaks up. A decision was made to find a way to protect ourselves, to allow those who could not pass to sleep. A realm was built by your great-grandfather where they could rest in peace. Forever living, forever sleeping. That is our shame and our secret. We have forced our people into an unmarching ever undeath to stop them from suffering. Goes back to Sommerdare. You have met agents of this realm. The Undying Blades, the Eternal Guard, black armored individuals who come and guide those who need it to the place where they can sleep. But even that sleep is not true sleep. They are aware, they are connected to us, and though they do not suffer physically, they can never know true peace. This is why we wanted you to take a gaze. This is, Simit says to you, this knowledge places us at a vulnerability and also robs so many of our people of hope. And we did not want that to happen. So the Eternal Court has guarded this secret since the Ascension. You are lucky, Eugene Zillman. Half-elves can return to the world naturally. And Fae, they find their own way. We are not entirely certain what they're doing, but they are doing something.
Get killed by
We're
geese,
never
apparently.
entirely sure what they're doing.
Well, Dempsey kind of speaks up. Well, we just kind of decide to die one day, get bored of it all, and just go. Thank you, Dempsey.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Yeah, cheers, babe.
So you understand why we have been so cautious and so protective of this. The place that you seek is at the heart of New Doan. It is a source of power for this city as well. And our concern is if you change the balance of it, these people will suffer and our city will cease to be able to do what it does, to be able to move, to gather those that need it, to usher our people where they need to be.
How would we change the balance of it?
We do not know. We know nothing of this spell that this purpose that you have. We understand the Sky Shield is in danger. And to be honest, and your grandmother looks to Simit, there are those of us who have just said maybe we should leave. Take our power and leave this realm once and for all. Simit looks a bit ashamed at this. And then we were reminded of our oaths. And if nothing else, the Sun Elves do is we take our oaths very easily.
I'd like to venture a theory. Actually, the two things, our purpose and this may be intertwined. The realm of dust and shadows, or as it used to be known, the realm of the world's eye, is connected to everything. And it may be that restoring that plane will restore the connection to the wilds as well.
There may be those that would not want you to do that. After all, the AL came from the wilds. But I understand what you're saying. And Simi goes, it is our hopes that you are able to at least not disturb the rest that they have. But we are not foolish to believe that we do not risk that. However, says Somebody, we would be selfish to hold this secret above the lives of everybody in the scattered lands. Yes, Rock.
If they are able to return to the wilds, and there is once more a chance for those people to end and have proper rest, what would then happen to New Doan?
They all look at one another. We don't know. The engineering of what New Doan is lost to our people. The last great graviturgist was Lafil Zilman. It is his design that holds us aloft and allows us to change. His design that allows us to move amongst the ways. One of the great five magi. You must think a lot of things right now, says Bastian. But please try and understand that Nudoan was never meant to be apart from the world. We just didn't know what to do. When we came back to this world and it was empty, it was ours for a while. And then when everyone else reappeared, violence and aggression, and then the war started again. And between that and what was happening to us, withdrawing seemed like the best thing for us to do.
I completely understand. I don't think that's difficult to understand. I don't think most people would object to that.
Yeah, the initial reason makes perfect sense. It's the doubling down later on that doesn't.
Well, you know elves are like, says Dempsey. They do get stuck in their ways. And all the council just look at Dempsey.
But what I said.
We will prepare guides to the heart. We will let the Shadow Guard know you are coming. We will pave the way so that you may meet the ancestors of the Undying Court. There's a general sort of air of sadness around it. The shadow is dropped. I think it's your grandpa is the first person to speak up. I think perhaps we should give them some time to reflect. We can go and grab something to eat and discuss how we can prepare. Taletta speaks up as... sorry, not Taletta. Snibbit speaks up as you're about to leave. Oh, one more thing. Your visitor... she can be trusted?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why she was here, but I do know that she wouldn't have come in the way that she did unless it was something life-threatening.
Yeah, this isn't normally how she turns up.
Also, you should know she is an ally who stood beside us and helped us to prevent NAL returning to this realm.
Mm-hmm.
She is also
Helped
of
a
our...
lot.
Apparently she is also of our people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting
So she,
bit of information.
at the very least, I would ask that allows you to give her the benefit of the doubt until we know further when she wakes.
High Mage Zilman, I pass her on to you as a ward. We will not press charges, but she must behave while she is here, and she is your responsibility.
Oh, great. Another person not to break any laws.
But it seems to me that you might need an extra set of blades where you are going.
And she has several.
Mm-hmm.
We have much to debate here. And Taletta kind of just comes forward, and without even considering about protocol, she just kind of grabs Eugene in a gentle hug. I will see you at home. I see, and she just kind of just reaches out and squeezes Aisling and Rock's shoulders in turn. Gather and get yourself ready. We will get this all sorted as quick as we can. It appears we also need a new seat of earth. She turns back to the council, and an explanation as to what happened. Well, you kind of the last thing you'll hear is your grandpa is hushing out. We think that she actually bonded her soul to her skull, and used that to mask herself. That's why none of us picked up on her.
So deeply unpleasant.
Yeah, your wards suck, by the way.
She must have encountered her while she was out in the wilds sometime.
Is Falone still around?
She's standing outside as you kind of come out. She goes, "That was not my intended action. I was coming to arrest the woman. Didn't expect a demon lord, of all things."
Quite dramatic, that, wasn't it?
No, I think that was probably a surprise to everyone. I mean, the council certainly looked surprised.
Which is good.
Can I just ask you one quick thing? You mentioned about having captured people who, several of whom confessed.
Yes.
Yeah, who else?
Up until now, they have avoided confessions by literally killing themselves on occasion. Are we certain this was not part of the plan?
I can't be. I'm a bit of a soldier in that respect. I can only move forward on the direction I have. And the investigation led me to this. But there were several elves and half-elves and a couple of goblins that had been drawn up into this cult that seems to be the part of the problem. Also, I found a couple of them with that tattoo you told me about.
Oh, good.
Shit.
So it does seem to be connected to whatever you are dealing with. Sorry, I didn't
Always
get to them
bloody
sooner.
is.
But we know what we're looking for now, and Nudoan will redouble its efforts to make sure this new cult of the dragon, or cult of the Dragon King, I think is probably better to call it, is being watched closely.
Feels like would be more accurate.
I know! Little pancake face.
Sorry, distracted easily by furry things.
It's when his head goes all like, pew. Oh!
Adore me, humans.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I will just say to Falone, like, just, I'm sure I don't have to tell you this, but just take everything with suspicion at the moment. Please be careful.
Yeah.
Of course, I will. And I'm not going anywhere without at least 3 people I completely trust at the moment.
And knives.
She kind of looks at her longsword and her bow and arrow. Of course.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah.
A very big knife.
Yeah.
That's not a knife.
This is a knife. No, that's a sword. She smiles and lets you all depart. Grandpa kind of whisks you away. As you are landing in the estate, one of the servants rushes out to greet you. Forgiveness, my lord, my lords, and my lady. Your guest has awoken. And would like to speak to Parshkik's chosen.
Hell yeah.
And that is where we're going to leave off this week.
Ashley and Scooby-Doo running in the direction. Yeah.
Well,
hooves are very slippy on the marble.
Just going to jump
wait till she gets to the marble stairs.
Kitten mittens! She needs kitten mittens!
So, I would like to announce we are being rejoined by the amazing feline trickster, Michelle Mara.
What the hell?
Reprising her role as Skia.
Yeah!
Starting next week. So we're very excited about that.
I'm so excited.
So Skia will be
joining us.
Yeah, Michelle, sorry we hadn't told you. Yeah, you're coming on the show.
To play the smoking Skia.
Wait, what? Yes, so join us next week as we find out from the horse's mouth, as it were, exactly what brought Skia
she was a tiefling.
here. Tiefling's mouth.
She's an elf. She's an elfling horse tiefling.
Oh boy.
Shut up. Charlie,
is that like your
get out of character now? Stop it. Stop being Ashley.
That line is blurring.
I'm very method. Okay.
Amazing. We have been Some Other Heroes. We will be back next week, next Sunday, with our guest and the return of Skia, which we're very excited for.
And the neighbour's dog.
And the neighbour's dog. Bless him. And yes, so leaves me for me to say to my wonderful cast to let you know where you can find them, what they have coming up, and anything else they just want to shout out at the moment. And we're going to start with Charlie.
Hello. All my stuff is at charlievince.com. I have put up listings for profile pics. So if anyone wants a custom little drawing, if you want like a new profile picture and you don't want it to be a photograph, or you just want a cute drawing of yourself, I'm doing some nice, adorable little cheap drawings of people's faces. So
you're like, if you're a streamer or you have social media and you just want to stand out.
Yeah.
So if you're jumping off Twitter and starting a brand new profile and say somewhere like Blue Sky.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Just Hypothetically.
Hypothetically,
In
Yeah,
fact,
so-
I would suggest you get Charlie to do one of these so that you can put them into your LinkedIn profile too, because nobody's going to be doing that. So you'll stand out, man.
It's cute as hell. It's cute as hell. So yeah, if you wanted a cute drawing of yourself, even if it's just for yourself, because sometimes that's nice, then they're all on my shop on my website. So, and all my socials and stuff are on there as well.
Amazing.
And hi, mum. Love you, mum.
Hi, Charlie's
Hi,
mum.
Charlie's mum.
Yeah, thanks
We
folks
love
for
all.
coming to watch as well. It's been fab.
Yes, and the chat has been on fire today. So really good. I was going to say Theo next, but Theo is
Nope.
is retrieving cat.
There's Theo.
The way you slid back into frame, like
Why?
me? No.
Perfect.
Sorry, I didn't see that.
Oh, hi.
I am Theo, and you can find my illustration and that kind of stuff on my website, which is theoblueillustration.com. That's it, really.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
busy.
EBC.
I'll be at
That's busy,
I'll be
man.
at Comic-Con at the end of this month. Now we're in October. Yes, we are in October.
Yeah.
Amazing.
God. So
Yeah.
exciting.
And 2 weeks after that, I'll be at Thought Bubble Comic Convention. And if you can get to either of those, you should, because they're both great.
What day is the thought bubble? It's a whole weekend thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
We'll discuss it. Fine.
It's at some point after that,
It's 2 weekends. Not the weekend after, but the weekend after that.
Amazing. Cool.
Yeah.
After October Expo.
October. Yeah. So, Wayne, would you like to go
Hi.
next, please?
Hi, everybody. I Wayne.
Yay, there it is.
Yes, you can find my information on the internet everywhere under Created by Wayne, which I'm working very hard on, and have some new products and all sorts of stuff launching. So do give me a follow on Created by Wayne on Instagram and YouTube, and do sign up for my newsletter, because I'm going to be doing more and more stuff teaching people how to design pretty and shit.
Look at all the
so there you go.
kitties right now.
And that's it. And thank you so much for everybody being here. And for those of you watching us on YouTube, thank you so much for watching the replays. We love you and we really appreciate you. And that's it. I'm done. Okay, bye.
Hold on, I feel the
Goodbye
need
now.
to have an animal right now.
Okay, love you, bye.
Um,
I'd get the other animal in the house,
he's-
but he's downstairs.
yeah. He's also louder.
Oh.
That just leaves me.
Charlie's got a big teddy.
Bob was like, "What the heck? What's going on?"
Bob was like, I just woke up, damn it. Oh.
It's a big one.
Oh, hi,
Hi,
Boba.
Anyway.
That leaves me. You can find me at Chris Mepham RPG wherever your media is socialed. I am mostly focusing on Blue Sky at the moment, where I am looking back through old artwork and kind of establishing a little bit of a presence there. Some Other Heroes is also everywhere your media is socialed at Some Other Heroes. If you'd like to support us, and if you would like to help us out with what we do here, we have a Kofi. Please do not feel obliged, but if you can, we would absolutely appreciate it. This is a labour of love, and we're going to carry on doing it. But pennies help buy stuff like cool music and scenes and stuff like that. I think that's everything. Check out Mrs. Adventurously. Check out our fellow queer Dungeoneers, Goblets and Gays, and check out the amazing Dice and the Slice. We will be back next week, and we are beginning the countdown to spooky season. So
Yeah, put Halloween, please, the 31st of
Sorry,
October.
my-
Put it in your diaries.
Children are about to fight each other, I think.
Yeah, it
Shit.
happens. Don't worry.
Like this close to
Kids! Kids!
on that note, we will leave you. We love you lots. Tell stories. Take care of one another. Roll dice.
Love you, bye.
Bye.
Something like that.
Bye.
Bye.